What is going on, you guys? My name is Rayge and we are back today with another character overview video of Marvel Strike Force's newest character in Spider-Man Noir. As you can see, he's going to be rounding out the rest of the Tangled Web Cosmic Crucible team. What he's bringing to the table is high damage, high focus, and feeding enemies a high damage attacks overall, right? So, I mean, he's just really cool, the skin and everything, guys. He's a much beloved character, so I'm glad they were able to add this in the game to round out the rest of the team. We're going to be opening some Red Star Orbs today, as well as taking a look at his kits and T4 recommendations, and preemptively what the best Iso-8 is going to be slotting for him. So, as you guys can see here, one of his key ability highlights is ultimate that actually applies heal, block, bleed, and disruption, and as well the stealth if Spider-Man Noir actually has it. So, I mean, granting himself to the Tangled Web allies additional damage, it's going to be really notable. And what's unique about this one out of the three is that there is an upcoming event that's going to be in the form of a monochromatic orb. So that's likely how it's going to come about. It'll be interesting once we get more details on how this is going to be raised up as the event progresses. So as with any of these new characters being added for a limited time, guys, we got the 15% chance for a limited time. So you bet we got to take advantage of this, and we're going to be taking a look at the kits and T4s. So that said, guys, I know generally I've been aiming for a 3 red on any of these characters because you can always upgrade to 4 using only 50 of the silver credits. So, I mean, that's a good kind of benchmark. I've been aiming for 3 and 4. Let's see how our luck is doing today. You just never know what you can end up with. But I know when we preemptively look at their kits before with the release of these characters, I think out of the 3, the most important is actually Weaver as well as 2099. So unfortunately, Noir, being a fan favorite, he doesn't actually compare with the other 2 in regards to importance, but either way, going to be rounding out the rest of the team because it's going to be that synergy. He's going to be bringing damage, which adds to the other potency of the 2 characters noted, right? And what's going to be more interesting with him coming out now is that we're going to see some different synergies in Cosmic Crucible, and I like how the game and the developers kind of left that kind of open for us to take advantage of, and just seeing what kind of theory crafting can be made, right? So we're just going ahead here. Having no luck, actually. Wow, it doesn't really seem like luck is falling for him specifically. So we'll open a few more here, guys. But yeah, unfortunately, just one of those days where luck doesn't seem to be applying for us. Open a couple more here. Not even a single red star or drop for him, actually. So it might be one of those days where we're just not getting anything in terms of RNG. Might have to reset later on. But I'll make this a clean number, though. I'll at least round it up here for one more. Even just to double check, right? This is what I should have done at the beginning. But even just double checking if his bonus is actually, usually I do this in every video, but it just totally crossed my mind. But if we go here to the rest of our promotions and scroll to the bottom, hopefully my fear is not there. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so he is in there for the 15%, but yeah, just not having good luck today, guys. I'll probably have to resume this later on because what I like to do generally is just reset it and give it some time and then try again later. But no luck. Wow, absolutely. I think I opened over 10 and didn't get a single drop of them. But you know what? That is not going to stop us from going ahead with this video and seeing what we can take in terms of reviewing and what he can bring to the table. So let's start off with his basic ability here. Put him up. Attacking primary target for 60% damage. Leveling this ability up, he's going to gain stealth, and he's going to get a chance of evasion. But what's notable here is the T4 with it guaranteeing the evasion here. And this is only in Cosmic Crucible, though. Otherwise, he's always going to get that 50% chance. So if you guys are rounding out this team and bringing them up for specifically Cosmic Crucible, this T4 definitely makes the most sense. We got to take a look at the rest of the special, ultimate, and passive, but I mean, yeah, that evasion is going to help his survivability overall, especially when he's adding the needed damage for the rest of the roster. So I would stop at level 6 for now if you're just being conservative and rounding out the roster with him, but if you are bringing them as a Cosmic Crucible team, for sure it makes the most sense. Chicago Typewriter is a special attack, attacking primary target for piercing damage, and as well as attacking the most injured enemy, ignoring their taunt and stealth. So as his ability levels up, his notable feature is going to be applying bleeds to not just the primary but secondary targets. And as well, if the primary target doesn't actually have any negative effects at the end of this turn, he's going to get a speed bar increase. So that actually helps him whenever there isn't negative effects. So that's really notable, guys, especially on the primary target. Level 6, some notable increase to the damage as well as secondary attacks. So the T4 with this one, it significantly increases his speed bar by 30%. So really getting more additional attacks whenever any of the primary targets does not have negative effects. So keep that in mind, guys. It's going to help him getting more turns and really overall be able to replenish his energy. So that T4 definitely makes sense. And what's nice about that one is that it doesn't specifically need to be actually in in Cosmic Crucible to be applied. Lead Rain is his ultimate ability here, and very similar to Special, applying piercing and bleed. And what's notable about this ability is that if he does have stealth, he's going to additionally apply disruption, preventing them from being able to gain positive buffs. As this ability is leveled up, the bleeds actually apply more. Disruption lasts for 2 turns. And finally, the T4 here, really crippling the secondary and primary targets with heal block. So for sure, this one makes the most sense because even outside Cosmic Crucible, that detrimental bleed combined with heal block makes it so that it really sticks. And with the disruption, it really ensures that they're really hampered down by all these negative effects, allowing Spider Weaver in 2099 to really thrive off of these negative conditions. And last but not least, Monochromatic Menace. So in Crucible specifically, if his health is full, he's going to be gaining a revive once with 50% HP. And as well, he's going to be dealing additional damage to any Hydra or Swarm enemies. So additionally gaining raw 5% damage. What's notable here then is level 3 Tangled Web allies are going to get that 15% raw increase. In Crucible specifically, if Weaver's an ally, even non-Tangled Web Spiderverse characters are gaining 50%. So you really do want to synergize this team with other Spiderverse characters that are not part of the Tangled Web. Whenever an enemy does gain a positive effect as well, he's going to be gaining a speed bar. And then last but not least, the passive T4 here is filling his speed bar by 5% and gaining additional raw damage of 5%. Usually the passive T4s are a little bit better, but either way, this one still adds to him getting more turn meter in terms of getting additional turn and damage. But best bang for buck is for sure level 4 and getting all these buffs. So I mean, again guys, nothing too crazy in terms of his kit overall. If Weaver in 2099 or A tier characters, I would put Noir at a B level just because of the fact that he's really going to be the one kind of applying negative conditions. But I really love his skin. I think he's going to be fun to use, and just his mechanics overall is really cool. And then lastly, guys, because most of his attacks actually apply piercing and as well as bleeds negative conditions overall, it does make sense to either think about using a Raider on him or a Striker. More specifically though, Raider will apply that vulnerability. If there's the other strikers such as Weaver on the team, she can take full advantage of the vulnerability. So I think I'm leaning more towards a Raider just because most of his attacks do chain to multiple enemies, applying vulnerability. He's going to also be able to crit higher with the piercing damage. I think that one makes the most sense. If you guys decide to switch it up though, he can definitely be a Striker as well, just because of the fact that he has some high raw damage, and especially with him being able to apply the bleeds, the multiple strikes can also apply that, right? So just keep that in mind, guys. So there you guys have it, a quick and brief overview of Spider-Man Noir, rounding out the rest of the Tangled Web. Hopefully you guys are able to have better luck than myself with the rest of our orbs. I'm definitely gonna try again later. Thank you as always, you guys. Do appreciate you checking my videos. Good luck, and I'll see you guys in the next one.